Welcome to Shom Achshav on the Daf. We're holding in Menachos Daf Kuf Zayin. The Gemara in Mudaf tells us that when someone donates barzel, steel to Beis Hamikdash, you use it for kal yo'iriv. What's a kal yo'iriv? Rashi says there's some nails that you put on top of the roof of Beis Hamikdash to make sure that the birds or the ravens don't go on the roof of Beis Hamikdash. So Tosfos tells us that only Beis Hamikdash Hasheni had kal yo'iriv, because Beis Hamikdash Hasheni did not have the same level of Kedusha of Beis Hamikdash Harishon. But Beis Hamikdash Harishon, there's no need for Kal Yo'iriv. The Kedusha did not allow the birds to rest on the Beis Hamikdash. Here is important to point out what Rabbi Chaya in Parshas Vayigash and Bereshis Perek Mevov Pasuk Chof Zayin brings regarding the difference between the Kedusha Bayis Rishon and Kedusha Bayis Sheni. So he says, Chazal tell us that after Churban Bayis Rishon, there wasn't the same as Shos Shechina. Ke Bayis Sheni lo Shos Shechina. Says Rabbi Chaya, in a kavanah loymar shelo Shos Shechina Bayis Sheni klal. Don't think there was no Shos Shechina and Bayis Sheni, because he says, the Gemara tells us that Shuva Hashem Reviv Yisrael Yisrael, that whenever you have 22,000 people of Am Yisrael, there is a Shos Shechina. In addition, the pasuk in Chagay tells us Ve'eretze boy ve'echobet, meaning there will be a Shos Shechina in Bayis Sheni. It doesn't have the same tadirus of a Shos Shechina like Bayis Rishon. And Rabbi Chaya had something al pi Kabbalah. It says the midah called the midah Satiferes wasn't there in Beis Rishon, only the midah which is called the midah Samalchus. V'ayim b'sever Hatanya Perek Gimel, where he goes to explain the difference between the Gilu of Beis Hamikdash Rishon and Beis Hamikdash Sheni. He says, and he speaks obviously in his usual Kabbalistic terms, but the idea is that in Beis Hamikdash Rishon, the Gilu of the Shechina Ilah comes down directly to the Tachtonim by connecting to the Luchos which are in the Aron. So you have a very high Madrega coming down to the below to this world. Mashiach Beis Hamikdash Sheni, that I don't have the Luchos. So then the way the Gilu is what's called the Gilu of Ishtalshalus. The top world connects to something below it connects to something below that, until it comes down to this world. It's not a direct connection of the Gilu Shechina of the Elyonim down here. It goes through Ishtalshalus. It continues by Tanya and says that Beis Hamikdash ein lo Kadosh Baruch Hu b'olam el dal hamash halacha. So he says, someone who learns Torah, he does mitzvahs, he does the maisim, he also brings Gilu Shechina like it was by Sheni through Hishtalshalus. Meaning, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is mizgale through different Hishtalshalus from Darga to Darga until there's a Gilu down here in the world. But it's not the Gilu Elyon that you have by Beis Hamikdash Rishon that comes only when you have the Oren, when you have the Luchos. And this is the time that Beis Hamikdash Rishon has all these nisim, because it's not a revelation of a regular shtalshlus coming down to the world. It's something which is coming from a much higher place. So you have here, the Kedusha is revealed here. It's something which is beyond this world. And mainly this is what Tosfos is telling us in the name of the Aruch, that you don't need a Kal Yo'iriv in Beis Hamikdash Rishon, because the Kedusha is so apparent, it's so revealed, that the birds don't get close. Mashiach Beis Hamikdash Sheni, that your Kedusha is there, but it's hidden. It goes through Ishtashlos. It goes from a level to level until it comes down to this world. So there, the Arvim, the birds don't realize it so clearly, and they come and they rest on the Beis Hamikdash. And George, just to add to this, the Mitzat Sheni, we know what's brought down in Pirkei Cholos, the Leshem always brings it, we mentioned a few times, that the Gilui of Tersha Baal Peh of Bayis Sheni is much greater than Bayis Rishon. And that it comes together. The more Gilu you have from the Elyonim, the less Gilu you have from Tachtonim. The more you have revelation from above, the less there's a place for an Adam to operate. But by Sheni that you don't have such a big Gilui, so there's more place for Adam to operate, so you have more Gilui, more of a revelation, more of an expansion of Tersha Baal Peh, which is the Torah that comes from us, from the Adam. Anyone who wants to join and sponsor the Shom HaChshav Shiurim, please email shomachshav@gmail.com.